This is my impersonation of Vin Diesel when he's out of breath.
Yeah. That was really good. I could definitely see how that is Vin Diesel, and I feel like that was him out of breath.
Yeah, you
really hit all of those right on the head.
And the narrative, he had just discovered why he prefers to drive a car.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the DisasterMinds Podcast. Off to a pretty great start, I think. I'm Micah.
I'm Joel.
I'm Will.
I'm Noah.
Back again for an episode.
That's right. He lives his life a quarter mile at a time. You know, that's as far as he can walk.
Yep.
That's why he lives that way.
He's got to take a seat. One asthma inhaler at a time.
Right. He's got to take a seat at that point.
After that, he's just like, I can't go no further. I'm done. Starts breathing really heavy. I feel like if Vin Diesel was breathing heavy, like if he was out of breath, wouldn't it be more like aggressive than that? Like was that him after? Yeah, was that him after like a light jog, or was he really just? No,
that's as out of breath as he can be. His lungs don't fill up.
No, yeah, that was him. Like after he takes the trash to the curb and it's really cold outside.
Right.
Okay. So like, why can't his lungs fill up though? Like, is it too much muscle?
Because he's spending half of his lung capacity buffing out his muscles.
It's muscle. Yeah. I don't know if we're calling it muscle nowadays, but but yeah, no, I mean it's because he also has spent the last 30 years driving cars and not walking, so he just doesn't have that built up stamina.
But he's always thrown he threw the Dwayne the Rock Johnson around like he was a piece of potato.
Yeah, I gotta believe that's really just comes down to the script. I think that's probably why that happened. Well, because I don't think that fight was real. I think that if that were really if that fight
they're turfing in real life.
I think if that fight were to really happen, I think that the Vin Diesel is gonna be out of breath in like 2 swings, and he'll be gone.
Yeah,
I mean that's my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I don't know. I think Vin Diesel takes it.
Takes the Rock?
I think Rock's got more glamour muscle, but I think Vin Diesel, I don't know, he looks a little more street. I think he'd probably fight better.
Actually,
because being a big, strong guy, like muscle strong, that doesn't mean you're necessarily...
See, I wouldn't say he has street muscle, more like street taco.
Street has a bit of a gut going.
Yeah,
he's got like biceps with a beer gut.
Yeah, but he's also, isn't he like a foot shorter than him?
That doesn't necessarily matter, man.
He would hate it if he heard you say that.
Vin Diesel's going to come and beat us up.
Well,
I mean, jog here.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, The Rock was like a wrestler, but that is also scripted.
Well,
that is scripted.
But he was also a CFL football player. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
So,
Canadian Football League.
He was.
He played for the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League.
Do you have his jersey card?
No, that'd be awesome though. I'm sure that's worth a bit of money.
Oh, nowadays I bet it would have to be.
How long did he play?
I think he played like maybe a season or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, Vin Diesel is never been like super. I mean, he's big, but he doesn't look super muscular to me. Like, he's never looked like super.
He just strikes me as tougher than The Rock,
His characters, I think so.
Maybe. I mean, it's just his characters.
I couldn't see Vin Diesel. I couldn't see him do a Pixar movie where he like sings a song.
That's true.
Whereas
The Rock
has done that.
Does that make The Rock tougher?
I think it means he has a bigger lung capacity.
Oh.
Are we still comparing lung capacities?
I don't know. We could talk about everyone's lung capacity, but I think that Vin Diesel would lose every time, no matter who we put him up against.
Yeah. No matter who.
Vin Diesel would lose?
I'm sorry. I'm talking about lung capacity right now.
Oh, lung capacity.
Sorry. No. In a fight,
why do we assume he's got a bad lung capacity?
No, listen. He just looks out of shape. He just looks out of shape.
He does look a little out of shape.
But Vin Diesel would totally destroy me in a fight. I have no doubt.
You'd get like a crowbar.
That's not even a question. I just can't. I just don't know why you think that he would beat The Rock.
Well, that's another. I just think he'd also fight a little dirty.
Okay.
He seems like a dirty fighter. Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Vin Diesel, he's
The Rock's got like that whole like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna give you a fair fight. Vin Diesel's gonna like go for crotch and hair pulls.
I think.
Actually, neither of them can go for hair pulls.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess that's an equalizer there.
Vin Diesel would go for he can pick up a tire iron and be like I'm not afraid to use car tools on you, and The Rock would be like
exactly
still just doing his WWE thing where he's like
but
playing it up. It's cool.
He's like walking like da da da, and like he's like trying to like get the crowd that's non-existent like pumped up, and Vin Diesel is just there like look at him like.
See,
Are we gonna fight or what?
I kind of feel like if The Rock pulled out his like, can you smell what The Rock was cooking? That might actually catch Vin Diesel off guard. He's like,
Trying to smell it?
yeah, he's trying to get that food. He's trying to get that food.
It's like a distraction tactic.
I can't get a full breath in when I'm trying to smell.
Wait, why do we think that Vin Diesel doesn't
capacity?
I don't remember why.
He looks out of shape.
Out of shape and drives a lot of cars.
He drives cars. He doesn't. I mean, like recently he's been throwing grenades and stuff. But
we talked about that.
Yeah. But I just think that Vin Diesel looks like he could be a great physical education teacher.
That's a good point.
But like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's someone that you take physical education classes to become like.
Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt just a little bit because what you're talking about, what we're all talking about right now, has actually. I've been working on another one of my hypotheticals.
Hypotheticals.
Yeah, as Will puts them so graciously. I was thinking it's called. I first named it Superhero Smackdown, but then I started including people who aren't necessarily superheroes,
like Vin
Diesel, and or Dominic Toretto more specifically, because I was trying to at least keep it limited to characters. So a little conversation here. Who do you think would win in this fight? And I think, based on the conversation we're having, I think I'm going to know the answer, but I still want to hear what you guys have to say. Dominic Toretto versus Master Chief.
That's like not
I know at this point it's no longer a competition based on what you guys have said, but
I mean, it depends. Is this like a physical fight or is this an emotional battle? Because
because Vin Diesel's got family.
Yeah. So he brings that into play. And that's a whole different fight.
Yeah, it's a complete. So when I first thought of this, I was thinking that Master Chief is a Spartan and has like badass armor and gear, but like I'm thinking, well, Dominic Toretto is notoriously has been known for like almost murdering somebody on numerous occasions, and like seems to like again as we talked about before, it seems to be indestructible as he has gone through a lot and not died. He hasn't been taken down yet. So I thought maybe by some sheer luck that somehow Dominic could win, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think the pacifier would win every time.
Right.
With the chicken hold, with the chicken wing hold?
I think you'd be like there's.
He can do the something dance. What's the dance from the pacifier that he does to get past the lock system? The happy dance or whatever.
I don't remember.
I don't.
It's been so long.
Yeah, I think Master Chief would see right through that.
You think so?
Cortana would be like, it's a trap. Can't you see what he's doing?
Cortana would.
Now I'm imagining Vin Diesel as Master Chief's AI.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's like, hey Chief.
Can you give this something back there, Bob?
Gotta hijack that. If you hijack that Warhog, you're probably driving.
Watching you fight the flood is really. I gotta take a breather.
Like the entire time, he's just in like the back of Master Chief's helmet, going like, "If only he had family."
It's like, what are you doing this all for?
Yeah,
not for family.
Yeah, like I don't know, so society can live.
Remember what you fight for.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so anyways,
I just think
let down.
I just think that Master Chief takes on what are those giant the hunters?
Yeah, the hunters.
Yeah, I mean like Vin Diesel's like
Vin Diesel be like, whoa man.
Basically you just gotta get his armor off, like the backside, and then you can easily punch him in the back.
That's
and you
true.
got him.
That was
the Chief?
Vin Diesel.
Oh, Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
You do much like a hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You take off his armor, which is his family. You get them removed from the picture,
right?
Which actually would be worse. So you put his family up in a 5-star hotel, for a great holiday weekend, and they're living the best life, and you're like, hey Dom, don't worry, your family's taken care of, and then he'll lose all of his anger and his vengeance. He won't have it because that's fueled by family being captured. So movie after movie, his family is taken by the bad guy, right? And kidnapped and put in harm's way. So you just don't do that. You take them, put them in a nice hotel, put them up for a weekend. They live a great life. They're safe. They're safe.
You're saying that Dominic Toretto is less of a threat if you take care of his family for him.
No, and when I say take care, I don't mean like I'm going to take care of him.
I know.
I mean like you take care of him. You take care of this family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take care of this family.
So you're saying you would disarm Dominic Toretto by putting his family up in a resort.
By instead of harming his family, you treat his family really well, and then he's got nothing.
But then he has no motivation to want to come after you. And then you can just walk up behind him with a crowbar that he used before and just
that's how it works.
TKO.
Yeah, because frankly, who's coming to help Dominic? Like, he's always there for his family.
Yeah.
But
Well, here's the thing. I think Chief could solo Dom and the family, though. Like, Chief took on, like, battalions of, like, Covenant and Flood by himself. Even without the armor, he can run, like, 35 miles an hour and lift a few tons.
That's true.
I think he could beat Dom Toretto without armor and with one hand, I know,
and he doesn't... And he's got a Warthog.
And he's got a Warthog.
Badass car.
Yeah, get a Marine and the little... and you're good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that's pretty set in stone.
I think we can all agree that was pretty pathetic.
Whatever list you got there.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's effort was pretty pathetic in fighting Chief.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then, so just to make it more interesting, what would you guys say about Darth Vader versus Jason Bourne?
What are these questions?
That one's tough. That one's. I think
that's closer than you think.
One guy can choke you from a different ship. Like, the other guy's Jason Bourne. Like,
I don't know. I think Jason Bourne has more of a chance than you guys give him.
I think so too.
Yeah,
with like the stealth and all that.
No, absolutely.
Tactical.
Jason Bourne is First off, he is like Secret Service to the highest degree, right? Like, the Secret Service is trying to take him down because he is just like that much better than them, right? And people, like, okay. All right, let me put it this way. He has a sniper rifle, right? In one movie where he was like, a couple yards back or more.
On the grassy knoll?
I don't know. And he was just like, he was watching people in his house, right? He was ahead of them, right? Now, I understand what you're going to say. Oh, Darth Vader has a force. But.
How do you counteract the force as a human being?
Well, that's a question for Jason Bourne. I'm not him.
Well, you better figure it out. You're the one siding with Jason Bourne.
I'm not siding with him. I just think that we're not giving him enough credit.
I think you're giving him beyond
too
enough
much
credit.
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
Darth Vader.
Okay, I just want to hear your stance. I just want to know. Just tell me how he gets by. I know I do. Oh, I'm not Jason Bourne. Okay, well, you're the one saying that we're not giving him credit. So why are we not giving him his credit that is due?
He had 3 movies.
And Darth Vader only had 5, 6?
It doesn't matter. The movie count doesn't matter. Okay, look. There's a reason we have started calling these hypotheticals.
You're arguing yourself out of the whole thing.
Let me finish. But I just think if Jason Bourne knew that Darth Vader was coming for him, right, he would have time to prepare. And he would not necessarily win, but I think he would stand his ground longer than you guys think he would.
How?
Because he would prepare.
He shoots a bullet at him. Boom! Blocks it with a lightsaber.
Maybe he's distracting him with a little like flashlight, a little mirror in the flashlight trick where he's like, "Oh, I'm over here," and the like Vader goes, and then like in the moment he switches over.
Okay, I really
see. I think a 1v1 fight, Darth Vader obviously does it pretty easily.
What if?
Okay, I'm thinking like Jason Bourne if he like tried to like assassinate him or if he like tried to sneak up kind of thing. Because even in Star Wars, there's bounty hunters that have like killed Jedi. I know Darth Vader's a different level, but I think if Jason Bourne had like this like plan, it might be a different story.
No, okay,
1v1 though.
Here's how I can give it. Here's how I can maybe give it to you a little bit. If you were to say like, you have Darth Vader, you have Jason Bourne, they're in the same room. Okay, they're in like a big room, and Jason Bourne gets to pick the weapons, and they have to stick to that weapon. Okay, then maybe I can give it to you, but that's not a realistic scenario.
You're saying Jason Bourne gets the leverage by telling Vader which weapon he can use?
It's like you get to choose the weapon. Okay, Jason Bourne, you get to choose the weapon. Okay, so he chooses. So that means any other weapon is out.
So he could like.
So in that case,
he could null and void. He could like give Darth Vader a katana versus a lightsaber.
Sure, but here's the problem. Then
give him a hand.
I mean, I would say Jason Bourne is a good shot, obviously. So like, but if he missed and he hit his arm or any of his legs, right. They're all robot arms and legs.
Well, that would be Jason Bourne's fault then, that he's not good of shot and he would die.
Or that he didn't prep well enough.
Yeah, but
he's a robot.
I think we give him the one shot to try.
Okay, but he's still okay. So you're saying he picks a sniper rifle then?
I don't know. We can pick whatever. I'm just saying. I think that if the ground.
I just don't think you're taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not.
You need to be a little bit more serious about this, Micah. That's a
big
terrible
deal.
That's a
just
terrible
don't-
question.
Okay, you're right. Fine.
And
I have another
we
one
need
that
to-
might be better, but we
Yeah.
could just move on. Maybe. Even
Okay,
two.
let me hear this last
hear the
one.
last
But I
one.
want you to just stand up for your decision.
I'm not going to make a decision on this one just yet. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll go with the crowd. Batman versus Daredevil.
Okay,
That's
oh,
a little
okay.
more
That's a
Oh,
fight
now-
that we
now
can
it's a
talk
fair
about
fight.
here.
Fuck. Whatever.
Let's see here. So
I
we
don't know what you're
got
upset about. This is
so
I just
biggest
think that Jason Bourne... No, I'm sorry.
so biggest weapons we have money and sonar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batman's got sonar to a degree.
Yeah, but not within his body.
Okay.
Hmm.
I gotta say Batman, honestly.
Defend yourself.
I think okay, for actual hand-to-hand combat, I'm not as familiar with Daredevil. I'm more of a Batman guy, so I might be a little biased. But
Right.
I think Batman has the edge there, and then he's just got more gadgets and resources. I
Yeah.
don't think the sonar makes up for that. I don't think it closes that gap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Batman's got
sonar
too
is
many-
just only replacing sight.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a handicap
actually, he's
replaced by
already
something
handicapped.
worse.
Yeah, which actually it's
no, but
meant
he
to be
sees
positive.
he sees the world on fire though.
I was
it's-
gonna make the same comment. Yeah.
I think
he
that,
sees more than.
Well, you can.
So
with
he's
your-
constantly playing the floor is lava.
except he's always losing, but he has
Yeah.
to use that as like fuel
Yeah.
for his vendettas.
I think what's the word I'm looking for? Example of that is in the Daredevil show on Netflix. It's like it's like last season. Excuse me. He gets beat to shit at one point, and
Daredevil?
Daredevil does. Sorry, and he loses. Like, he completely loses his sight. Like he had like the sonar thing and the world on fire thing, but he couldn't see anything anymore.
Okay.
And like he uses vibration a lot too to like
he has
detect.
those episodes where he is like losing his hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then later
That would
on,
suck if that's
and-
your only way.
yeah, later on in that season, he is actually hilarious. He takes like a neti pot and he like, drains out his nose, and this giant blood clot
Yeah.
just like he coughs it up and it hits the sink, and then immediately, and the show did a great job
Yeah.
of like depicting this. Like all of a sudden you start hearing like little
Like the train
white
tracks above
noise
him.
in the train. Like it was completely silent other than the noise he was
And then
making.
slowly comes back in, or it just
It
jumps.
fades back in for
Okay.
him, and then he's like looking around, or he's like cocking his head around, and like he touches the wall, and he can feel the vibrations, which is in I think the train that's running overhead, and then he has his senses back, right? So, anyway, sorry. Point being, like his sonar goes a lot further, deeper than. Yeah.
So this was a point for
Right.
Batman.
This was I was proving it. Not proving. I was making a point for Daredevil that he. I guess it technically be a point for Batman, saying if Batman could,
Discombobulate him.
yes, get a good little like head punch to
Right.
little uppercut thing to his nose, may break it or whatever, get some blood in there. He could probably disable him in that.
Yeah.
regard.
Well,
I also think Batman's smarter too. I think he would prepare better for the fight.
I don't know. I
mean-
think Daredevil's smarter because has a law degree.
Regardless of whether
Batman made.
But you mean like fighting wise? He's
No, I just think in IQ. Period.
Well, regardless of who's smarter, it's well known that Batman plans he has contingency plans for everything.
yeah, he could take
Every
down
situation.
Superman. I'm sure he could
Yeah,
take down a
yeah.
blind.
No, but Daredevil can hear.
Martial
He
artist.
hears everything. Like remember, he's
okay,
recording-
Superman
made the
has
same
better
point
hearing than
about
Daredevil.
Jason
Well,
Bourne.
yeah,
You
but
guys
Superman's
totally
not a part
knocked
of
that
this.
down. Just
I know, but I'm saying if Batman could be Superman, I think he could clearly be Daredevil.
I mean, I don't know. Daredevil doesn't have the same weaknesses
That's true.
because the whole thing with Batman defeating Superman wasn't that like kryptonite guy? Like he has access to kryptonite.
He made his own kryptonite. He synthesized his own.
Yeah, so that
Well, the
kind of
best way
thing-
to side with Batman is probably just telling him your mom's name is Martha. Right?
That was so
I mean,
stupid.
That's probably for Daredevil. If he starts losing, he's like, "Oh, Martha, my mom's name's Martha," and then he's like, "Gotcha, sucker!" And he
Just,
punches
shanks him.
Yeah, exactly. Except
Well-
that didn't kill him either. At the end of The Dark Knight Rises, he gets shanked,
even
That's true.
and he's still moving.
So back to the hand-to-hand combat thing, Daredevil was trained also by the Ra's al Ghul basically of the Marvel universe.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he has the their equivalent of the League of
It's
Shadows.
called the Hand.
The hand, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's so he has supposedly the peak martial arts training
Yeah.
for that Marvel
I would
universe. But he's practiced boxing and then Muay Thai
Yeah.
and stuff. He has a bunch of different fight styles that he uses.
Yeah.
And
So you think Daredevil would win?
I side with Daredevil
Also, I think
because of the sonar also.
yeah,
And because the time when he's injured and he's like with someone who is like helping him out, and he's like there's a med kit in the other room over there. There is, and he tells her exactly what's in it because he can hear based on the rain. He can hear like a chain reaction into.
And
things.
actually, bats would be a really terrible distraction, because then as long as he can hear at that like decibel level,
it
like,
helps.
They would actually just help him see a
How
clearer
often does
picture.
Batman actually use bats?
Not
to
very
fight
often.
people?
Not very
Well,
often.
actually, no,
But in Batman Begins, he does
Yeah.
send a bunch of bats. Like he calls a bunch of
Okay.
bats with the sonar.
If we put them equal for like martial arts, because like League of Shadows, the Hand, whatever, I still think Batman's smarter. I think he invents a bunch of stuff. He does all that kind of thing. I guess that's debatable. But then I think his resources and his gadgets and all that kind of stuff is a bigger advantage than
I was
the
going
sonar.
to say he has a utility belt, right? Like he can use.
He's got a whole bunch of random crap. He
yeah.
can
But
use.
Batman could spend a bunch of money on building a soundproof room with like those rooms that
That's
like
true.
are so quiet. He could
They're in the
he could
negative.
lure him into that room. And not that
And just
I don't
wipe the
want
floor.
I don't want to say like
I don't know.
lure, because that sounds bad for
feel
like
like
Batman. But
Even
like
then,
like you can't hear.
you could hear other people. It just wouldn't. The echo would be.
Well, no,
There would be a non-existent echo.
I would say I would argue he wouldn't. That unfortunately that is a good point because
the like soundproof room.
yeah, vibrations are canceled out.
The whole point is
would
there are no
not-
vibrations
yeah.
in that room. But like, because my first thought was like, well, why don't you do something like with Venom? In Spider-Man 3,
Yeah.
he puts those metal rods down and he just starts banging them because
Right.
he doesn't like the noise. But in this case, I think that would actually be helpful. But
I was gonna-
too much stimulus,
Yeah, I was gonna say too much noise has a negative effect.
it would have a negative effect on him.
Yeah.
So if he did something like that where there was just constant noise, like I was thinking about it because like when he calls the bats, like he uses that really high pitched noise. Right,
Batman,
like
yeah.
Batman. He uses
He
that
drops
thing.
it, yeah.
He drops it, and I'm assuming it's letting out a noise that we cannot hear. Like it goes quietly down that chamber, but all the bats flood down.
Does it? I think it's emitting a high pitch.
That's what I'm saying. It's emitting a high pitched noise, but we can't hear it. Or can we hear it?
I think we do.
We can hear it in the movie. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, but the point is like, or what my understanding is like dog whistles annoy dogs, right?
Right.
Like they don't like that. So surely that noise, it's not something that those bats like, right? That's why they're going after it.
I'm not sure what's attracting them to it.
So like to a degree, sonar could be a very negative like
right.
ability if you use sound to an overburdensome amount
Well,
for him.
I think that is even shown in the show where with Daredevil, where I don't know if it's like a car alarm or a security alarm, but I think there are times where like it's too much noise, right?
So
And
if he
it's
can be
this-
destroyed from dampening sound and having too much sound, that's a very small window of his ability to even just see the world
yeah.
is limited.
But I think another thing that would give him the benefit is because of the sonar that he has. Like he can hear people's heartbeats, right? And he can hear like really subtle movement. So I think he would have like almost in a way a forethought of what move, what arm, what leg Batman is winding up. He can probably hear the arm coming back before it's even coming, or as it's coming back rather, and then like have that ability to like block it, detect.
I'm just not even sure that he would get to that though. Like I don't know.
What would you think? Like Batman would.
Like he would have something set up ahead of time.
Batman would.
He'd be prepared.
Yeah.
He comes into situations prepared. He doesn't just go in like
Yeah.
with no. I mean, like, most of the time he goes in with a plan. So I just feel like he would have something ready. Either too much stimulus, not enough sound.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that it would get to that point. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I
hey,
could
that's
be
a fair point.
I could be dead
I
wrong.
like that we're really split here. We got Joel and Noah on the Batman side, and Will and I kind of want to defend Daredevil. Now, I was going on record and say I am also a very diehard Batman fan. I definitely like Batman over Daredevil, and it's like what I've seen of theirs and watching their content. But I know I for some reason my heart is telling me that Daredevil stands a much better chance to stopping Batman.
Batman, I was doing some research just now. Batman also has a law degree from Yale.
Oh, that's true.
Yep, I didn't.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they both have law degrees.
Well, I don't think the argument.
So they're both
at
pretty
the end
smart.
At the end of the day, I don't think smart is what's going to win these.
Yeah,
like
if you compare armor,
they're fairly equal on smart.
That's a good point.
Because the guy who made Daredevil's thing, and then remember Daredevil's fighting Punisher, he takes a 50 cal to the head. Right?
Daredevil? Yeah, he does.
And then he has a concussion for like the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, that you're right. You're absolutely right. That does.
But like shatters it.
Yeah.
Like a part of it.
Yeah. But it does stop.
Or does he? I might be wrong on the caliber of the bullet.
But still, he
sure,
did take
it stopped a bullet.
Actually, no, it was they made a point that it was
Batman's
a high.
armor's probably comparable, but he also has like mech suits and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if he was really having a problem with Daredevil, he would get in a mech.
Back.
That's true. Daredevil would never get in a mech suit.
No.
Yeah, going back to what you said before, he just has more utility. I mean,
he just has more
he can get whatever he wants.
Yeah,
like there's
he's got
nothing,
the money to.
there's nothing restricting him. Whereas Matt Murdock's not really a wealthy man. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong he's got a cool costume, but
yeah.
No, I agree. I think that.
No, I agree. I like Daredevil a lot. I'm not saying that I don't like.
And you know what Daredevil and Batman have in common? Ben Affleck.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So Ben Affleck.
This is a good.
Yeah, let's pick.
Ben Affleck versus Ben Affleck.
But you know what? I'm saying, honestly, Batman is gonna destroy Ben Affleck. Daredevil.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Wasn't there like a dance scene in that movie or something weird like that? Like
Daredevil.
Oh, they were like. They were like dance.
They were dance fighting.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It was Daredevil and Elektra or something.
That really got the heart going.
I actually disagree. I think that Ben Affleck as Daredevil would win. And
against Ben Affleck as Batman?
Yeah, because I think Ben Affleck as Batman would start to prepare and then he'd quit.
When did he quit in the movie?
Mean?
Oh, he didn't quit as he quit as the actor.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So that's what I think.
All right.
I see what you mean.
Also, I wasn't a big fan of that Batman, but
I think he was good.
I mean,
he's never got a good
muscle-wise,
script.
he's huge. I mean,
yeah,
he's basically huge. Like the Bane of Batman.
Yeah, he was bigger. I think he was bigger than Tom Hardy was as Bane.
Oh, I mean, I think he's just a bigger guy.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
Well,
also,
just like
Tom Hardy is a little bit on the small side.
Yeah.
And now he's Venom, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Venom.
Eddie Brock. Yeah. Sure enough. Wow. That was great. Hey, well, all right. Thanks, guys, for entertaining that one a little bit.
Yeah, man. That was a good. That
last one you redeemed yourself.
Okay, yes, you're right. And the other ones I have, I think, are a lot more fun and will cause more discussion.
All right.
But the last couple ones that we started with, unfortunately, I was just running out of people. So
it's all right. You know.
Thought I'd make for funny.
No, I mean, the first one, Master Chief and Dom Toretto.
Yeah, and then the second one.
That's awesome.
I thought.
I mean, I don't know how you could have thought that would ever work out.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly how it happened. So I thought of Master Chief, and then I couldn't. So I was trying to I wanted to make it like diverse, because originally a lot of it was like the same people, like in maybe the same universe or whatever it is. And I'm like, wow, let's make it more diverse. And so I thought of Master Chief. And then earlier I had asked you and Will to say, hey guys, throw a random character out there. And you guys said Vin Diesel, which made me think of Dominic Toretto, which is who you guys meant.
Right.
And that's why Master Chief got paired with Dominic Toretto. So.
All right. Well, now I get it. That's
now we know.
That's about the same way I think that the fight would go.
Yeah.
Pretty bad for Dom Toretto.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I think we should segue into BOGS now.
BOGS?
I think it's a good time to introduce that. Now, in the sense where you can watch us at the same time. So I think that's pretty neat.
That is cool.
But anyway, so BOGS, here it is. So everyone get ready. Will's going to be keeping score. We're going to move on into this one.
Sweet, let's go.
To work. Boom.
Who's won since I've been on the show? Because last time we had the first tie.
Joel has won every single one.
Yeah.
Except for the tie?
Except for the tie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
but...
I guess, you wouldn't have done BOGS when it's just the three of you.
All right. First movie here, Mission Impossible.
Oh, boy.
I'm fairly confident I know what year it is.
Okay.
But I don't want to, I realized recently I've been way off when I think that I know. So I'm going to take a second to think about it if you guys want to give out your answers.
Yeah.
So I think I know, but I'm going to wait. I don't want to be the first this time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. And I'll be first to do this. Or after listening to a bunch of them, I was seeing like, wow, Joel does a lot of like first guesses. and we don't respond to that.
That's what
strategically
I'm saying.
well.
Yeah. There's definitely strategy that could easily have stopped me from winning.
Yes, and after
games,
having listened to the last episode, I was like yelling at you guys, but no one could hear me. And I was like, "I'll just go like one higher than him." There's that isn't not allowed. So I'm gonna say 1997. Are you going for a date still?
Yeah, just give a date, but I think you could win it if you're closest. But you should give a date.
Give a date so that way if someone else has the same year, you
spring, summer. I'm going to say May 5th, 1997.
Okay.
I'm not super familiar with these movies. I know they're obviously hugely popular.
They're very good movies.
I've only seen like maybe one or two of them. I'm going to say June 8th, 1996.
Okay. Right.
That's a really good guess because that's very close to what I was going to guess. I'm going to say September 18th, 1996.
Okay. Mission Impossible.
May 22nd. Noah, nice.
Let's
See,
go.
I knew it was 96. I was pretty confident, but then again, I've said that a couple times recently. I've been way off.
All right, budget. What do you guys think they gave them for?
Also, by the way, Mission Impossible, Noah, it's one of the series where I actually think the most recent movie that came out is one of the best ones. Like, normally it kind of goes downhill as the series goes on. I think Fallout was one of the best Mission Impossible movies.
I'll have to watch that.
They're all, there's 6 now? I think there's 6. And it's probably getting close to around when they would release another one. So maybe
it's been delayed.
Is there one in the works?
COVID. Yeah. COVID really shut them down. All right, budget.
Okay.
I'll say 20 million.
I'm going to go with 50 million.
Okay. No.
I'll go right down the middle, 35 million.
All right.
Nice.
Budget?
80 million.
Whoa. I guess that makes sense. It's kind of when movies start getting bigger budgets.
And Tom Cruise was pretty big already.
Yeah, I don't know why he was factoring that in.
Yeah.
And you got an action movie, and that's
and that point goes to...
That goes to Joel.
That's me.
Joel, did you get
70?
You got the
I did 50 million.
Date too also?
I got the date. I got the date, yeah.
All right, opening weekend, boys.
Opening weekend.
So, they've made 6 movies. I feel like it probably did well.
Yeah.
But I don't know how, opening weekend did, I'm going to say they made 35 million on the opening weekend. That's a lot, actually. I don't know.
I'm going to say 34 million.
I'll say 36 million.
There you go. Opening weekend was 45.
Let's go, baby.
Dang
There you go, Noah.
45
Not guessing first anymore.
You said that you weren't going to guess first anymore, and then you proceed to still guess.
I can't help it.
Just take a breath. Hey, when you want to guess first, it's bite your tongue. I don't know. Right. Gross domestic.
Oh my gosh, if that's how much they made opening weekend, I will guess... $100 million.
Okay. Decent answer. Noah?
I'll say 120 million.
120. And Joel?
I'm going to say 165 million.
Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Wow.
Okay. I'm not warmed up.
You're not warmed up yet.
It's been 7.
That point goes
if it had been a Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
If it had been a Wes Anderson movie.
Worldwide. Here we go. Let's hit it.
Worldwide. So, 230 million.
230? Okay.
260 million.
I was going to say 320 million.
The answer for worldwide is...
457. Wow. I was thinking about going to the 400s, but
Was Joel highest there?
Yeah.
Got all Will's.
So what's the score so far?
Joel 3, Noah 2, Will's off the board.
All right.
Moving on.
I know, usually...
This is The Mummy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Brendan Fraser.
This is one of my favorite movies, but that doesn't mean that I know anything about it. I love this movie.
I've only seen it once at a drive-in.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Anything at a drive-in.
I've seen it a lot of times.
I love this movie.
That's a great one.
Okay.
This used to be a movie I was scared of because of the fact that the Beatles went
in. Yeah, the scarabs.
And I believed that was real.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'm gonna say, again, summer flick 1999 is what I'm guessing.
What month
I want to
would
say
you
June.
June. Okay, that's good.
June 2nd. June 1st.
That's
June
a very
1st.
June
solid
1st.
guess.
1999.
I think that's a really good guess.
Short me or long me, Joel?
I know. I don't know.
Let's give him time to think. Noah?
I did late last time and it was early.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Nah.
While you're thinking, I'm going to say August 2nd, 2001.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know. All right.
You lock it?
Yeah,
You
I'm
lock
locking
it
it
in.
I'm gonna say March 20th, 1999.
The answer is May 7th, 1999.
Will's closer.
Yeah.
May,
Will's closer.
June.
Because you said 1999, right?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
said
Good job.
1st of
Good
June,
job.
so that's
Yeah.
less than a month.
What did I say? March 20th?
You said March 20th, which is March, April, May.
Oh, you said 99?
Yeah. I said 99.
Yeah.
You still have to get through all of May plus the
Yeah.
2 ends on this. So
Yeah,
I
no.
barely.
No,
yeah.
I know. I agree with you.
I know. I'm just rubbing it in.
Budget boys. What are you thinking here?
Okay. A lot of times I like to compare if we're going like dates. 2 movies came out similar dates going off of the previous one.
So 96.
96 to 99, but then you take the Tom Cruise factor out of it.
Okay, but you
Was
one thing
Brendan
you got-
Fraser big yet?
is-
Brendan Fraser
Oh,
was actually
that
pretty big in the
big.
late 90s.
Big,
He
yeah.
actually was a pretty big star.
Encino
So
Man and other ones like
and
that.
I'm gonna guess 80 million.
what's the devil one? The Bedeviled or
Yeah,
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled? Yeah.
I was so confident.
Still
What'd you say? Well, for your
80 million.
guess? 80 million budget.
Oh, so you're going equal.
He
I'm
wants it.
gonna say equal.
He wants it.
I'm gonna say with inflation plus you do like Brendan Fraser, who at the time would have been about 66%.
I don't know that
Tom
he would have
Cruise's
been.
level.
I don't know though because I mean
He probably wasn't the same heartthrob that Tom Cruise was, but
But if you think about, was this a Disney movie?
I don't believe it was.
I don't know.
believe
It
I
wasn't?
don't know.
But if you look at the special effects, there would have been more.
Oh, and then Tom
computerizing
Cruise is in
stuff.
The Mummy later on.
Actually, yeah, he
Uh,
did the
Oh,
reboot.
he
yeah.
does.
Oh,
do
yeah.
that,
I'm gonna go with 100 million.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I'll split the difference and say 90.
The answer is for the budget 80.
Wow,
Oh.
right on.
Great guess,
On
Will.
the
Great
money.
job. I really
80
didn't
million. Will's coming back up around here. All right, opening weekend. Let me hear it. I'm very excited to hear what you guys have to say about
I'm
this
hot. I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm worked up.
Let's do. You're on
So
it.
That was a spot on answer. Also, that's
Yeah.
that's not common.
I will say I don't try to do that when I. So my process is to find the movies first and enter the
Right.
information
Right. Yeah.
later.
No,
So-
I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
opening
But it makes it more
weekend.
fun when that does happen. Actually,
It's like on a test, you know, when you take with the
Yeah,
Scantron.
it's like,
and you're like,
yeah.
no way, 3 answers in a row are A. No
Yeah.
way.
I am gonna say 40 million. I am gonna say
40 million
for
oh
opening day.
wow! Ooh, yeah, he likes that number. Noah,
I like 40. I'll go 43 million.
43. Okay.
I'm gonna say 27 million.
Opening weekend. I think someone just died. 43.
Holy
What
shit,
the heck?
A couple of
Oh,
on the money.
man.
Noah.
That's unprecedented. Let's go 3 for 3
That's
here,
not
boys.
right. Gross domestic.
Okay, what was it for the last movie again? Because that's entirely what I'm going with.
It was
It was 80 million and then 45 million
it
and
was
then
like
gross domestic.
180, right? 180.
That was 172. I really don't
Oh,
remember.
yeah, it was close though.
Yeah,
it was
something
like
like
high
that.
one.
Yeah.
million.
I'll say 200 million.
Drop in the comments what the answer was so we remember.
So you think this did better than Mission Impossible? Which I can believe. This is a lighthearted.
This was more of a
this
family
is-
movie.
Yeah, this is more of
Yeah.
a lighthearted
Yeah.
like.
It was
So
a,
if they took the kids to
a
see it-
classic in its own right.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
I this is one of my favorite
Well,
movies of
isn't
all
the
time.
first
actually.
Mission Impossible rated R?
No.
It's not.
I think it is.
Is it?
might-
I think
might-
it is.
The times were the
because
ratings were different.
There's a
though,
lot
right?
of gore
By then,
for
wouldn't
that time
Right.
of movie.
Like,
Wouldn't-
That's true.
explosions,
Wouldn't
There's a
that
scene
make it-
where a guy literally is stabbed and he's like
Yeah.
touching the blood.
And a
Yeah,
guy,
but not
and a
as
guy.
fast.
There's
It's-
a
I
guy
know,
who's
but-
crushed by an elevator.
yeah, a guy.
But you
literally
only
gets-
see it go into his eyes
Okay,
really
I'm
fast.
just saying,
I
like,
just for 1999.
I guess, yeah, in
for
the- in-
1996. I mean, it's pretty.
in parentheses, it would say nobody was.
Yeah.
It's implied that he was crushed by an elevator.
It looks like it's, PG-13.
Oh
Yeah.
no way!
But that elevator thing went right through his eyes.
I really
like
thought
that.
it was rated R. Okay, all right, sorry. Moving on.
So
Gross
you went
domestic.
with
I said 200 million for gross
200
domestic.
million.
Which, yeah.
So what do you think?
That's a big guess.
Oh no, sorry. What do you think?
I think
Sorry.
150 million.
Okay,
That was,
Noah.
I was going to walk it back
I'll
and
do.
say that.
Wait,
but
what did you say? 170?
200.
I said 200. I said 150.
I'll go 180.
108. All right. Gross domestic. Answer is $155.
Oh, wow, that's pretty much
almost on the money.
That was close. Yeah.
We'll give you the money. All right.
I'll take the point.
Oh, yeah, I don't actually have the money. You can have the point.
I'm going right back to 200 million for worldwide.
Really?
I bet the Egyptians were pretty offended.
Really? You
by
think
this
it
one.
went that? You think so?
You think you... Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Noah?
I'm going to say like
you think
420 million.
Actually,
you think
No,
the
you locked it
Egyptians
in.
are the entire box office outside?
I'm locking it in for you.
you locked it in. Okay.
I want that
Shit.
answer to be true for you
That's
now.
that's not a good guess.
Okay,
actually.
what do you want to do then? I can't actually do that.
Because the other, when you're looking at Mission Impossible being like
Yeah.
457
I mean, if you think that
million.
these only did, what, 20, a little less than 20,000 more?
What did you say, Noah? Did you say
I said 420.
420? I would
Nice.
say.
That's very...
I'm gonna say
Nice.
380 million.
Oh, my.
I'm going to say
So-
342.
Okay, I could've-
342 million.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Worldwide, here it is. 415.
Oh,
Let's go, boys.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said 420.
420.
Yeah.
Is the price is right, or is it?
What would you say?
I said
If it was Price is
380.
Right, I won the date one earlier. So, no.
No, but we talked about the difference between date guessing and money guessing.
No, I
Money's
know, but
closer. No, it gets
Either
higher.
way, yeah.
We've never played it that
We go
way.
by
Yeah, I think we
closer.
played that
We've
way
always
last
played
time, too.
close.
Closer,
Okay.
So.
closer
Let's
to. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Next movie, last movie, final movie. Here it is.
Shoot, I gotta catch up.
A New Hope. Oh, that's
Oh.
at least the year's easy, but I don't know
I
what
don't remember
day.
this one.
Yeah, year is a shoe-in.
All right,
Yeah, but I don't know.
What's the shoe one?
The year.
the year.
Oh,
Everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone knows.
No, it's a
what year.
Schwinn bicycle.
Yeah,
Schwinn.
yeah. You guys tell me what year it came out because that's obvious.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start us off here. I don't know what day it came out. I'm gonna say June 7th, 1977.
June 7th.
That's my guess.
1977.
June 8th, 1977.
June 8th.
I need this point, dude.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
6th,
Go ahead.
1977.
June 6th?
Yeah.
Okay, before we reveal who's going to get the point, Will, can you give us a rundown of what the score is currently?
The score. Well, I have 2. Joel and Noah both have 4.
Oh, so you do need this.
I do need this,
You're
so
really-
it benefits
you're really
me
trying
to
get
say.
this. All right,
what I
here we
said.
go.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
Wow.
Should have gone under. No one just would have gone over.
I don't know, but then he could have gone under me. And
Oh, man.
Man, if I had been right though, I don't know what I would have done. I would have.
I don't know.
I think
if
I would have
could-
just. I think I would have just left.
I've got to get. I have
Budget.
to get
World.
each of these right.
What are we thinking, guys? You got 4 more chances.
Budget.
Oh shoot.
It's old.
But it would have been
Sci-fi.
a big budget for the time.
Oh, I do have to... No, I don't have to tell you guys that yet. It'll come later. I do have a sidebar for this when it comes later on, so...
Oh, is it going to be another one of those released?
No, it's about... Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to
Go
it.
ahead and get to budget.
We're going back in
I'm
time.
gonna go 80 million.
Okay.
That's my go. That's my guess.
81 million.
I'm going to go like... It's the 70s.
You
I'm
would go
going-
over? I'm sorry. I'm not going to say it.
I am going over because of.
I want to also go... I know something I interject. I do these so long ago, I actually do not remember the answers, so
Yeah.
finding the answers for me is also equally as
Right.
But, go ahead. Sorry, Noah.
No worries. Money wasn't worth as much back then. I'm going like $40 million. That's a lot of money for 1977.
Yeah, right.
So it's actually worth more.
Yeah, well, true. That's
11
million. Sorry, my
I'm gonna guess 1,554,119.
My screen's not
For
showing
opening weekend.
the answer, so I will have to refer to a different screen from now on because I gave away the answer.
11
Sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
So I get that one, but I'm still like 30 million over.
Yeah, right. But should you?
Can we not do opening weekend? Because I actually did see it.
Yeah, I
we'll
saw
skip-
it.
Sorry,
too.
we'll skip opening weekend.
Yeah, I sorry.
So,
Oh, now I can't.
I'm sorry,
I'm
man.
just gonna
I
give-
saw it though.
Yeah.
I would get it like almost spot on. Like,
okay. Let me see. I gotta watch this screen now because mine's not showing it. My apologies to everybody. Okay, so here's where I believe this is where an asterisk comes in. I'm just gonna say it for both gross and worldwide. You have to account for the re-releases. I just have to tell you that.
Oh,
The
you do have
re-
to.
the
You have to account for
Oh.
because they
But not
released
opening
it.
weekend. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's opening weekend, but they put it back in the box office
Like in
for
the 90s.
re-releases. Yeah, for all the time that George Lucas wanted to re-edit it, they would put it back
So
in
this
theaters.
number could
Actually,
be-
that makes sense though because you could only see movies in the theaters back then.
It's true, yeah.
And so like
If you want
you
to
would
see
never
the
see the
new-
movie
yeah.
again.
So just keep
It
that
obviously
in
has
mind.
lasted.
Yeah. So
Oh my
for
gosh.
gross and worldwide, keep that in mind.
So this could be just.
This could be ridiculous.
Whatever. This
is,
could
I
be
mean,
like.
you're going off of 1.5 million.
This could be. This could be
like
$100 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
That
not-
could be way more than that.
It could be like $300 million.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna go with. I'm not gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm not because
Okay, I'll go
they're
first.
just gonna
I'll
box.
go
They're just
first,
gonna box me in.
I think person in the lead should go first. I
Is
think
that
that
me?
can be a new rule we
Oh, that's
introduce
cool,
later.
Okay.
Yeah, next. Maybe
No,
later.
I don't think you can. No, whatever. Okay.
Okay, we won't
Fine.
mess with that.
We'll
I just
talk about
don't
that
like that
we can
because
talk about
then they
later.
just get boxed in.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's true.
You
Okay.
could. I was boxing you on purpose.
Yeah.
I know, but that's why I don't know that I care for that.
All right, Will, go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Fine.
I'm gonna box you in.
300. I'll say 300 million.
I'll say 280 million.
Oh, I really should know if. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna say 650 million.
Paying really close attention right now.
300 million.
Wow.
What'd you say, Joel?
650. I was 190 million.
What'd you
off.
say, Noah?
That was,
Oh, I said like
swear I did
300
not listen
something.
at all, actually.
So it's probably
no, you were closer than me.
What'd you
you
say?
said 600.
Noah.
It's Noah's point.
Noah's point.
Wait.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said like 3 something, didn't I?
He said
Said-
3.9.
Oh, 390.
I think-
Oh,
Oh,
I did. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you went
Let's
under.
play
me.
it back, boys.
Wait.
Just kidding.
I thought it was. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
It's okay. I don't think I got it. I was 200 million off.
Yeah, what'd you
There's
say?
almost no
I
way
said I was,
was.
160 million.
What'd you say?
I had 300.
I thought I said 2.
That's what I thought you said
something.
280.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
you
that's
said
your
two,
point.
not three.
I said,
Yeah,
I said
280,
280.
not
I said
380.
280.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
So
your
you
point.
win.
That's your
You
point,
win.
Will.
But
It's
you
your-
said 600.
I said 650.
Oh,
So I was
then Will-
190
okay,
million off.
never
You were
mind.
160 million off.
Okay.
Will gets that one.
All right.
There you
all
go.
If I get
right.
the next one, I
So-
can tie with Joel.
All right, so this is for it. Let's get a score rundown real fast.
I have
Is this
3.
an asterisk or
I
is
have-
this not?
This is also still an asterisk.
Okay, they both
They're
are.
both.
Noah has already won
Oh, really?
by 1. If Joel gets it right, he will be 1 behind Noah.
Oh, but if you get a point.
If I get it, I could tie with Joel.
Okay, so can I get a rundown with the actual score is?
Will 3, Joel 4, Noah 6.
All right, guys. We'll
Nice
like
job,
gross.
Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels
That's
good.
good
That's why you're not
Gonna be our
invited
first
anymore.
official.
That's why he
Joe's
wasn't
like,
invited back
enjoy
today.
while it lasts.
How did you get in here?
All right, go ahead, boys. What do you think?
800.
I'm not going first.
I'll say 800
fine.
million. Fuck it.
800 million.
800 mil.
Okay.
I'll say 950 million.
950. I gotta probably keep better track of the score myself.
I'm gonna go with like 1.1 billion.
All right. The answer is 70.
Will Woodburn.
775.
With the tie for second.
Let's
Will
go.
slid
All
right
right.
in.
I count that as a comeback.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But
Nice
Noah,
job.
Noah still
0.
wins.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining us for another episode of BOGS.
Bye.
Yeah. Somehow, yeah, man, Noah,
Yeah.
you came into this before. I know you're like nervous about playing BOGS.
I
I'm like,
was.
I don't know how much I know about
That was
this, but
yeah. You're
He
great.
knows more than anyone else knows.
Are you hustling? He's hustling, guys.
He sits at home. He's like,
I'm just looking
like
up
he's just looking at
movies.
spreadsheets. No, you're just looking at spreadsheets with numbers.
Micah's like,
And
hey, you want to be on the show this week? I'm like, yeah. I'm just like on IMDb the whole time.
You're like, hey, what movies are you gonna use on Box?
Oh man, no, that's good. That's good. Last couple episodes we weren't able to play it, so it's good to bring back the old
Oh,
BOGS
yeah.
BOGS.
Mhm.
It's always fun. I enjoy creating that for you guys, just because I get kind of excited when I see what the ratings are, or not the ratings, but the budget was and all that stuff. And I'm blown away just when I find out what it is, and I get excited to see how you guys are gonna respond to that. So.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
I like it.
absolutely. Be sure to let us know what movie you guys want to see next in BOGS. We're happy to include whatever you guys have. Moving on, I'm going to bring up a little topic here called Black Panther. That's not the name of the topic. I'm just going to talk about him.
Okay.
So they have announced recently, a little while back, about like who the new Black Panther is going to be, and I think that it's preset at this point that it's going to be his sister taking over the mantle of the Black Panther. Now, I know,
The small girl who's technology,
super
super techie.
I can't remember her name.
I don't remember her name either.
Unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of names of the people in Black Panther. But some people, I'll speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for the people. I'm interested to see how they do that, because in the first movie, they kind of make a huge deal. I mean, the whole problem in the movie becomes the fact that the Black Panther's mantle is stripped from him, right? Because someone comes and challenges T'Challa to the battle, and he beats T'Challa, and so he becomes the new ruler. He becomes the new Black Panther, right? So I'm curious to know if they're going to have the same sort of thing introduced with,
where she
like-
has to take. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, is she going to have to fight somebody for the mantle?
Because it won't be T'Challa. And
Yeah.
how are they going to explain that?
I want to know. What do you think?
Like, no. I don't have a thought. I just like, that's interesting. Like, how are they going to explain T'Challa no longer being the king of Wakanda, and like where did he go or what happened to him?
Right.
And I mean, it's gonna be a noble death, I'm sure. Like I would hope. If it's a death, I don't know what else. Maybe he puts down the reins and he doesn't want to take up. I don't know. That doesn't seem like his character.
Do you think they might deep fake him in?
I hope not.
Like just for a scene to like maybe
to pass on the torch or something?
Like flashbacks.
I hope not. I don't know. I'm not huge on that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like articles and comments on people saying they should just recast him. And I mean, I know it's kind of like I mean that like you think of Black Panther, you think of Chadwick Boseman, like he just did such an amazing job.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it makes more sense in universe to probably recast
T'Challa
him.
to still be the one.
I feel like it would just feel like obviously something happened. Like everyone knows he died in real life. It would just feel like they're just kind of covering it up and moving it on. So I feel like I think I'd prefer it to be recast, despite the fact he did a really good job.
Who do you think would be a good?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't.
I've also seen people saying like Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, should replace him as Black Panther.
I don't like that though.
I don't like it either.
He's not.
Did he die? I forget. Did he die?
We never saw him die, but it was very heavily insinuated. I know, but it was heavily insinuated that he was dead. I just don't know if that was actually true or not. That he, they don't touch on it anymore because that story was kind of over. I read an article where his family, Chadwick Boseman's family, has come out and said like we would prefer that you guys recast him. Like yes, Chadwick Boseman was the Black Panther, in the movies, but that doesn't have to stay that way. And honestly, I think if they were to do anything else, deep fake him in, or to try and cover it up, I think it would honestly be doing Chadwick Boseman a disservice at that point.
It's weird.
Yeah,
like they did that with Paul Walker, and I don't like.
Well, I can justify that one because they had already filmed most of the movie.
No, that's
his brother
fair.
just filled in.
That's fair.
And you filled in for certain scenes.
No, I understand that, but they also did that for Carrie Fisher too. I mean, with a younger version, which I mean that's not really that big of a deal because they would have had to deep fake that or whatever anyways.
She was still alive at that point anyways.
But she wasn't. When they deep faked her?
In Rogue One, yeah.
In Rogue One,
because she was in Force or Last Jedi, like the next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Parts of that I think she was deep faked.
Okay.
A few of it.
Just towards the end, like
yeah. But again, like they had filmed most of the movie and then she passed away, so they just had to kind of wrap it.
I don't know. I like for the thing with the Paul Walker one is like for the deep fake, like he was filmed a lot of that movie already, and he had already been in 5 of them. And that was the 6th? No, that was the 7th. So it was 6. It was 6, and then that was the 7th.
But I don't think he was in Tokyo Drift, was he?
No, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
like
You're right. So 5.
7.
So 5 movies, and then he filmed most of the 7. So he'd already had most of that stuff done. I just don't, even to just pass on, like, I don't know. If they did something where, like, I don't know how they could do that respectfully. I don't know. I've never understood how you can do. I mean, I often think that a lot of movies do it really well, like respectfully of the people who were those characters.
Yeah.
But I just don't care for the deep fake a whole lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I like the in Iron Man 2, Don Cheadle comes in. He's the new.
Yeah, that's what I think.
His first line though is, he says, "Tony, I'm here.
It's me.
It's me.
Get over it."
Yeah, that's like his line. It's
that's a good way. That's a good way to do it.
And it worked. You can still watch both Iron Man 1 and then all previous Iron Man movies, and in your head it's no different.
I didn't even notice, to be honest with you, but I had watched this movie so far apart, I think, so that's why I didn't notice. But I also am a person who didn't notice that the mountain changed in Game of Thrones, so
I didn't know that till like right now.
There's a different mountain in the early seasons, and I didn't know that for a long time. It had to be explained to me. Yeah, I just I'm just unobservant is what it really comes down to. But like I really didn't even notice when originally watching Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
I didn't even. I mean,
I
was also a lot younger.
Do you think that Rhodey's character would even have the same, like,
trajectory?
Yeah, like, do you think Terrence Howard could have
been the War Machine?
Could have done what Don Cheadle did?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
prefer the casting.
I do too.
In this case, it's not that scenario.
Yeah,
that's a different scenario.
With
but I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I think it's very. I mean, they did that I wouldn't say elegantly in that situation because it doesn't have to be elegant. Like, but it's just like they did it well. You transitioned well. I think they could do that not easily, but I think they could do that with T'Challa, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not disrespect. I love Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther. I just think that it could be done, and I think that would be better off than having a new person be the Black Panther immediately after like that awesome, like, you know, just from when he came into the story to Endgame, like everything that T'Challa did is really, really badass stuff. It's like just to move off of him like that. I don't know how they'd explain it away. So,
I agree. I think it's a touchy subject for a lot of people.
Yeah.
More so people who are in that industry right now,
right,
trying to figure out what they're going to do next when they already have something built up.
Right.
I would trust them to recast appropriately, but also, you know, that it's their job to like be respectful of it, and whoever they recast will be like, I'm very honored. I'm gonna like try to do justice to the Chadwick Boseman. Like, I don't think it's in anyone's. You know, they're considering first respect out of rather than.
I would definitely.
I think so.
No, I don't think we expect anything less of them in that regard.
So whatever happens with that, I'd be excited to see, and I know for a fact if you were to see whoever's the next Black Panther in interviews, will be like, look, I'm very honored, and there will be a lot of those words thrown around.
Absolutely, such a mantle to carry. For
sure.
I've definitely said this before, but I'm always excited to see what's going to happen next and where the story's going to go. Whether I like it or not, I'm very interested to see where.
I mean, honestly, it's just a really interesting place to be because I just feel like this doesn't happen very often, especially with the scale of the Marvel universe. Like there's normally like, you know, people stay as a certain character for a long time, but like to be in a universe that's not going to stop moving. Like, you know what I mean? Like the MCU is more than just Black Panther. It's a bunch of things, but he's a part of the bigger universe as well as his individual storyline. So it's like this scenario just is not really common. Like there is no like precedent for what you do in this situation. I feel like
very, very open.
You know, it's a bit of a tangent, but like an interesting like kind of like one like a what if one to think about was like in Star Wars after the first Star Wars movie, Mark Hamill got into a really bad car accident and almost died. Yeah. And like it's like what would they have done like if he died? Like they would have either had to recast him or just introduce a new character. That's what they were thinking of. Because there's a point where it's touch and go, like he might not make it kind of thing. They're like, what are we gonna do?
Was this between A New Hope and
between New Hope and Empire? So it's like, what are you gonna do? Like if you make a new character, it's just gonna completely throw off everything.
Right.
Well,
that's why his face is kind of different.
I know he had a nose. Like,
they explained that away by the Wampa attacking him.
Yeah,
like that was put into the story because they had to cover up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the car accident. I didn't know he almost died.
It was pretty serious. Yeah. Just imagine, like, that's like, I mean, I don't know obviously it's someone's life, it's more serious than that, but, like, that's a classic movie that could be completely different.
Do you think Star Wars would even be what it is
now?
Like, if they had to do a course correction like that? Like,
I don't think it would be, no.
I don't think it would.
Do you think they would have recast it or gone a different direction?
From what I've read about the incident, like, they weren't sure what they were going to do, because obviously they didn't have to actually do it. Right. But they were thinking of just making a new character and picking up...
And starting a new storyline? Like
basically everything in that first movie, just forget about it. I don't think
it would have been what it is now. Like, I don't think there would be all the movies that there are.
Like, they would have basically, I think, had Luke die between the movies.
Yeah.
And
that would
have been horrible. Like, the whole thing is it's the story of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't that fleshed out yet, but it was obviously about Luke, at least. Like, it was the trilogy was about Luke.
Yeah.
Like, it would just been a completely different thing. I don't know if we'd even have Star Wars.
That's insane.
Definitely a rabbit hole to get lost in, just to think, like, where the universe would go.
I think A New Hope could have survived as a one-off story, actually, now that I think about it. They ended up getting medals.
Well, I think also...
and a big ceremony.
It's like a big ceremony. I think that they could have survived.
I think a lot of questions would have been posed, like, well, what's happened to Darth Vader? What happened to the Emperor? Well, I guess we didn't know about the Emperor yet at that point.
Yeah, but like
you
could have. You might have been able to switch on with a different character. I just don't know that I would have succeeded.
Yeah.
But like, actually, I think A New Hope could stand as a standalone movie.
I mean, the books would have given it away. I think.
Yeah. I wonder if it would have just been one movie, then still the expanded universe and legend stuff that ended up getting.
Possibly.
That's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I had a question for Will. It's been a little while now, but you were in quarantine for a little bit.
Yeah.
You had a long list of movies you'd watch, and I don't think we ever got through all of it. So I didn't know if there's another movie on there that you might want to talk about, that you want to have us kind of discuss, that you watched.
No, I mean, I think in that episode we talked about that, or sorry, I think I told you guys I had a list of movies, but there was a Don't Look Up. Have you guys seen Don't Look Up?
I haven't.
Oh, I haven't yet. Is that good?
It's fantastic.
Dang,
It's got a lot of people in it.
Yeah, as in Adam K, right?
What's it about?
It's so like Michigan State astronomy program. The students are messing around with the telescope or like taking observations, doing stuff, and then they find a meteor, and they have a party. It's like, whoa, what? We found this meteor, and it's a bunch of dorks, and it's great, and it's Leonardo DiCaprio. I know you hate his face, Micah, but
what?
You called him Leonardo DiCaprio that one episode, and you said you hate his face.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well,
I can't be held accountable for things I said in previous episodes.
in my mind, I'm like, oh, Micah doesn't like Leonardo. Whatever.
No, he's a fantastic actor.
That's true.
What?
He's
Did
great.
I really say this?
Yeah.
Fact
anyway,
check me, people.
He
What?
So, yeah, he's the professor astronomy program. He's like doing math calculations and everything, and then they realize that like the decline vector for the meteor has it like hitting Earth in 6 months and 14 days or something. And so then it's them like making this call to like officials at NASA, and then them going to like the president and just getting like blown off. This is a very serious thing they're trying to talk about, is just not getting taken seriously, to the point where like they're running out of time, and then people think it's just a conspiracy, and then they start getting traction with the news. It's a really good movie. It's very funny.
I wanted to see it. It looked fantastic.
It's amazing.
I was really surprised with the cast. Like Ariana Grande's in it, and
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence,
Mhm.
Ron Perlman's in it.
Ron Perlman's
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep,
She's
Kate Blanchett,
president.
Jennifer Lawrence. I mean,
Wow.
that's it.
Yeah.
Michael Chiklis.
Jonah Hill.
Michael Chiklis is in it.
Yeah.
Jonah. Oh my gosh, yeah, that list.
Jonah Hill's hilarious.
Bit of a
right?
tangent I'm seeing right here. I just looked up Don't Look Up just to get some info on it while we're talking about it. But apparently Leonardo DiCaprio made Jonah Hill watch The Mandalorian on set with him.
What?
Like the whole 2 seasons.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Are they friends at this point? I mean,
I don't know, but imagine watching
They've been in a few movies
binge
together.
watching a show with
Yeah.
Leo. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or
I mean,
Jonah Hill.
they were in Wolf of Wall Street together.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
that
yeah, they
scene
were, that's right.
In Quentin Tarantino's what's it called? Hollywood movie.
They were all.
Once Upon a
They,
Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
And
and
they
like that
were-
scene comes on with him in it. He's like, oh, you know. I imagine that with like Jonah Hill, like the good like Luke Skywalker showing. Like, oh, he's right there.
they were in Django Unchained together too.
They were.
Jonah Hill was in
Yeah.
Django Unchained?
Yeah,
Yeah, very
He's
brief. He's
very-
part of the KKK.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Very brief cameo, but you're right.
it's a funny scene.
Oh wow, yeah, that's great.
I think that's one of the few Tarantino movies I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
dude, that is
Yeah.
a great
I know.
movie.
Isn't Denzel Washington in it?
No,
No.
it's Jamie Foxx.
And
Jamie Foxx.
Morgan
And
Freeman.
Samuel Jackson.
I mean,
Samuel
Samuel
Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh, right. Is Denzel Washington in any
Whoa,
of
we
his
pulled a
movies?
huge
No.
racism.
No?
That was my bad. I accidentally said
No, it's okay.
Morgan Freeman. I meant
We knew who you meant.
Samuel Jackson, because I was thinking of the white hair. He has like the
Right,
white
he
male
looks,
pattern
well,
body.
he
You're
looks
right.
so unlike himself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, like he looks older
age
than
that he
what-
actually
he
is,
looks
like-
he looks like the age he is now though. Like they aged
Right,
him so
that
much.
was like
for
10
that.
years ago now.
Yeah, he was
wasn't it?
actually a lot younger.
And
That
I
was-
just watched Oblivion, so it's like still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan
Oh,
Freeman.
that's true. Morgan Freeman was in that one. So awesome. Hey, well, guys, thanks for joining us for this episode of the podcast. I appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on all your favorite platforms for the podcast listening, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Bye.